Are you trying to make a special announcement, convey a specific message, and you want your customers to become aware of that? If you're trying to offer promo codes, coupon codes, convey where you're located, tell your customers how to approach your business, that you're offering curbside pickup, you're doing contactless delivery, or if you're trying to convey any kind of message that needs their attention loud and clear, I'm going to show you several ways on how to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first method is the announcement method. Okay, so you press Clover orders settings. As you know, 99% of the changes are done from here. Clover orders, and then and then in this video, I'm going to show you a different way to do it as well. But let's start with this method, store settings, and then of course you may already be aware of this method, which is called the custom store announcement. I already made one. I'm going to say, okay. So basically with this method, I'm using custom store announcement as a pop-up, right? So this one, what happens is when they first visit the page, it gives them a pop-up telling them that you're ordering from a Georgia location. So why do you want to do this? Like I said, if you have 10 locations and the customer accidentally clicked on the wrong location or the wrong link and they ended up landing here, and you want to remind them, hey, you are ordering from this location, not the other location, so they don't go to the wrong restaurant to pick up their food. That's one reason you want to do that. The other reason you may want to do a pop-up, of course, is to tell them that you have coupon codes or some kind of offer or any kind of mess you want to announce. You can do that. And this here reminds them one more time in case they forgot to read this. Some customers may just dismiss the pop-up and they're going to go to the next page. So let me show you how that looks. So right now, watch. If I add an item to the cart and then I go to the checkout, it doesn't show anything, right? But if I enable this part right here, show again on checkout, it reminds them one more time. Again, you don't have to do this, but if you really need to get your message across, then you can enable that. So for example, I'm going to go back to the order online page. I get my first pop-up announcement, okay? And let's suppose the customer doesn't read it, just dismisses it. And then he goes to the checkout page and he is reminded once more of your specific message. See? Okay, that's one way to remind them again. The other option, this one is a little bit different. This is maybe one of the few times that you'll be not using Clover order settings. This one requires for you to go to the actual page. So what you would do here is you would press pages, all pages, right here, all pages. So remember, as you watch this part of the video, just be careful you don't delete none of these pages. You don't want to mess up your online ordering. You press edit on the order online. Once you press edit, let the page load. Sometimes it could take longer, so just be patient with this. Let it fully load up, okay? And once it's fully loaded, you'll notice a resemblance to the front end. What do I mean by that? If you look at the front end, you'll notice that these things match up, except for the menu, of course. But look, this is the header, right? A header. Order online. So you're probably wondering where this thing comes from. It comes from right here. But we're not going to mess with these because we're going to do something different here. Okay? And that's where that comes from. And that's where the background image comes from. It's under background. Okay? That's where the image comes from. So again, as you do this, just be very careful not to push any wrong buttons, because you want to maintain this, because we designed this to work on all devices. So be very careful as you work with this. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, now we're going to actually go to the place where we can change the text or add some additional information. That is right here under text, okay? So I'm going to bring something to mind here. Do not delete this, okay? This is your online order page. It's a code. It's called a short code. If you delete this, your whole menu will disappear, okay? So do not delete this. Be very careful with that. Okay, with that in mind, okay, put your mouse next to right here, and then press enter a few times so it goes down. Now you can write your message here, okay? I'm gonna write a message here. you are ordering from. I'm going to paste my message there. Okay, I'm going to make it, okay, so now that I've pasted my message, of course the text is very small. Most customers may not see that, so I'm going to make it bold and big. How do I do that? I highlight it, and then I press this toolbar toggle here, okay? And then I'm going to make this header 3 or even header 4. Let's do header 3. Header 3 is actually a good size. Again, you can make it bigger. Now I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to choose red color, okay? And I'm going to center it, right? Actually, let's do header 2. That's even bigger. Okay, so I'm saying you are ordering from. I'm giving the customer the location right away when they order, when they land on the page. When I press save and exit, make sure to press update, okay? If you don't press update, the changes will not happen, so press update. Okay, so now when I go back to the order online page, you'll notice a text here. Look how big that is, right? It's in red, they can't miss it. So this stays there. The pop-up gets dismissed. So you can use the pop-up, you can use this in combination with the pop-up. Okay, does that make sense? So again, you can use both. You can use just this or just that. It's up to you. So now that I have that, now you're probably wondering, oh, that's pretty cool. Can I do that on the checkout page? Yes, you can. So how do we do the checkout page? We do the same thing we just did earlier. We go here, we press pages, all pages right here, all pages, and we find the checkout page, okay? Because as you guys are well aware, the checkout page has a section called special instructions, which you can customize, right? But you may, right here it says, it tells them special instructions. Perhaps you have a message to convey to your customers saying, leave, maybe tell them that you are offering curbside pickup or touchless delivery or contactless delivery, something that you're offering that needs their attention, or maybe you need the color of their car when they show up. Okay, so for example, let me show you how to do that. You go in the back end. Again, look, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so here's checkout, okay? So again, if you're, you can do this, but just be very careful. If you're intimidated by this, you can have your web developer do it for you. But if you watch what I'm doing carefully, you can do it. Just again, don't press the wrong buttons, because you don't want to press this and delete it. See, I'm pressing this button here and these lines here. Maybe perhaps the time you watch this video, this buttons may look a little bit different, but just kind of use your best judgment, okay? So it's called module settings right here. So again, what do we do from this page? We press text. See, it says text right here. We're going to put the mouse right here and press that button one time. And this, again, is your checkout page. So do not delete this. Very important not to delete that. You put your mouse next to it, press enter a few times. Now I'm going to start writing my text. I'm going to say, please write the color of your car in the special instructions below. We need this information, or something like that. Okay, I don't know if you're doing this, but I'm just trying to give you an example. So if this is something you definitely need and is very important to your business, because if you don't know their color of their car, the transaction cannot work, then write it here. Okay, if you need something like some other information from the customer and they have to do it, then write that. So in this example, I'm going to make it really big, because they can't, I want to make it big so they cannot miss this. So I'm going to choose like, I like this color. So you may like a different color. Choose your own color. I'm going to choose that. I want to make it bold, and then I'll make it header 1, okay? Save and exit. Now let's take a look at the checkout page. Okay, now they're in the checkout page. Now they're going to be really told that you need their information. Look at this. Please write the color of your car in the special instructions below. We need this information, okay? See how I did that? So again, you can do that too. Just if you need to rewind the video, go ahead and do that. But you can write your message here. It's very possible, all right? And one last thing I forgot to mention, this text can also be changed, okay? So if you want to change that text, you can do that. Go to Clover orders. Let me actually delete this first, sorry. Because this is not, this is, okay, let me just remove that. Okay, now that I removed that, I'll show you how to change the text over there. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna press checkout settings. And then the text is right here, okay? This corresponds to that. So if you want to disable this, you can, but that's where that text comes from. This one right here comes from there. Okay, you can change that. You can change this text if you like. All right, let me see if there's anything else I should let you know. That's pretty much it. So remember, if you need additional videos, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you can stay updated with the latest information on how to do different changes. And make sure to click on helpful articles because there's lots of articles on how to do things. So make sure to click on that as well. All right, hopefully this video proved helpful. Thank you so much. Have a great day.